it feel like last week that you the one.
What is good, you got my name is Butler, back on the reaction video for today. For today, guys, we're going to be reacting to 3 disturbing field trip horror stories by Mr. Nightmare, bro. This was literally posted at like, let's say around like 11 o'clock, and I was like, I can't react this today. Obviously, yesterday, like, no, this was posted at 11 o'clock yesterday, sorry, on a Friday night. So I was like, bro, let me just react to this tomorrow. And I had to go to a doctor's appointment today, so I'm back, and it's like literally like almost 4 o'clock. So I was like, let me just do some reactions. So yeah, we're gonna react to the video, guys. You know me, I don't like horror stories. I do not like horror movies, trailers, anything that does to deal with that. I do not like it. That. Also, go check out my last reaction. I did a reaction to Ariana Grande, God is a Woman, and a lot of people actually loved my reaction. Obviously, there were some people that were hating on me and saying that, oh, you don't read the Bible, or you don't like. I go to church. I read the Bible like literally every single day. Like I go to church every Sunday. You guys should know that. Like my real supporters would know, and my real supporters would know that I troll a lot. But a lot of people, you know, people get offensive over the dumbest things nowadays. So yeah, smash that like button, comment down below your opinions, and let's get it. Oh, screw. Oh, heck no. Screw this. I'm not reacting to this anymore. Okay, three stories.
In 7th grade, we took an end-of-the-year field trip to an aquarium near school.
Okay, this is an
called
aquarium?
Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies.
Oh, that's what it is.
We live in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, a literal mountain town.
Damn.
Nothing but hills and mountains as far as the eyes can see.
That is boring.
Our science teacher, Mr. Russo, was our chaperone for the trip. He was a very lax teacher, so while other teacher chaperones were more uptight and strict with their groups, Mr. Russo was more chill about his job.
I like it.
That may seem like a good thing, but because of his lackadaisical approach at supervising, my friend Aiden and I were able to easily bail from the aquarium lobby, away from the rest of the groups.
Go where?
Simply
There's
didn't
only
want to wait
hills.
so long for all the groups to move. The whole aquarium was empty, except for our classes, so when Aiden and I walked through the passageways, or I guess observation areas as you would say, before everyone else, we didn't see anyone else. We got the best views at all the big fish tanks and habitats. We moved on to the next dark room, all of which were lit up with a dark blue tint from the fish tanks, by the way.
Why would you even be away from the group?
This room had a lot of big tanks with tropical fish. We were making jokes about finding Nemo fish, like clownfish and the dory fish.
Yeah.
And that's when I remember someone calling "hey" to us in a very assertive, commanding voice.
Oh, run for your life.
Some guy in cargo shorts and a green t-shirt. He asked us if we were with the field trip. I was about to shake my head no, but Aiden said yes. The man told us to come with him right now.
Oh!
We both assumed he worked for the aquarium,
No!
so we followed. He wasn't leading us back to the lobby, though. He was leading us through some narrow, dark hallways.
Run!
Passing the bathrooms and a few exit signs hanging on the ceiling before reaching an exit door. He led us outside to some back area, I guess by the woods.
Oh my gosh.
I finally asked if he worked there and where he was leading us. He said yes, he did work there. And that he had to
he's
drive
lying
us back
to your
around
ass.
to the
He's
front
about
of
to
the
tear that
aquarium
ass up.
again. It made just as much sense back then as it does now. But we were 2 nervous 7th graders who thought we were about to get in serious trouble.
Oh no.
So when he led us to his car, we willingly got in the back seats.
What?
He told us,
how do you go from, oh, I'm about to take you back to your group, to we're in the car? How the frick does that happen? Yeah, I am part of the workplace. Let me take you back to your room. Oh, we're in the car. Boy, if we even went outside, I'd be like, nah, this ain't right. I'm running to the lobby. Hello.
to strap in, and he pulled out from the back parking lot and onto the street.
You're freaking stupid.
Just as we thought he was going to make a right turn towards the front, he turned left. Right away, both Aiden and I asked him where he was going at the same time.
You're
He
done.
didn't answer that question.
Oh.
About 5 seconds later, we heard the locks to the back doors click down, and he made some kind of threat along the lines of, "If either of you try to make any moves, I'll kill you."
Whoa.
He then proceeded to slide out what appeared to be a big knife in his glove box as some kind of threat.
Oh, frick!
And I sat in silence.
Oh,
I'm sure
frick!
he wanted to throw up just like I wanted to.
Oh, you're screwed.
We had to think of a way to escape, but we couldn't talk to each other because the man kept looking in the rearview mirror every other second.
Damn, that's
He was
creepy as
driving
heck.
us uphill through some woodsy, isolated neighborhood until
Oh, he's about to kill your
pulled
ass.
over onto the side of the road in what
He's about to
appeared
do his
be the middle
doo-doo,
of
then
nowhere.
kill you.
No houses, no through traffic. He told us to stay in the car as he got out, with his knife in his hand. I whispered to Aiden to be prepared to run as soon as I said to.
Yep.
The man came to my door, popped it open, and told me to step out. He
Damn.
told me to tell my friend that if he wants me alive, he better be in the car by the time we got back.
Damn.
I felt a deepening feeling in my stomach when I heard that. The man started walking me to the woods with the knife probably in his pocket.
He's about to
Deep down in
do-do
his
and
wallet.
kill you.
I saw Aiden sliding over to my side of the car, which had an unlocked door.
Okay,
When
good.
He seemed ready to run. I screamed, "Run!"
Yes!
Aiden was off already, running downhill.
Yes.
I easily dodged the man as I fled past him.
Yeah, that
him.
guy is pretty freaking slow, huh?
The man tried chasing us on foot, and I'm not even kidding when I say he threw the knife at me.
Oh my
Placed it only
gosh.
maybe a few inches to spare. I heard the clanging of the knife hitting the ground ahead of me.
Thank you, Lord.
I
You're
didn't
good.
stop to pick it up. I just kept running downhill in the direction we came.
Yeah, don't stop to pick it up.
The
What the
man
frick?
stopped following after throwing the knife. I think he got back in his car and fled the scene.
Damn.
We somehow managed to make it back to the aquarium in under an hour. We
How?
also managed to sneak back into the group. Mr. Russo didn't even notice. Aiden and I
Yo.
decided to keep quiet about what just happened. What
What?
purpose would it serve getting ourselves in trouble, given that there was relatively no chance of that man getting caught? As we got older, we started to wonder more and more what the intentions of that man were.
To
could
kill
obviously
you,
think of a
rape
few
you,
likely ones.
hit you, tear that
Either
ass
way,
up.
We kept quiet about it and don't really like to think about it.
Oh, that teacher's horrible. That teacher sucks ass. Like, get the frick. What? Damn, you're lucky. You were freaking lucky.
When I was in 8th grade, all of my classmates and I looked forward to our Washington, D.C. field trip.
Ah, that's
The thrill
sick.
of going on any sort of trip with your friends was enough to excite us.
Yeah, you can see Donald
After our
Trump.
preparations, we were ready for D.C. Once we arrived to our destination, my class of around 100 students were partitioned off into 3 groups, and within these groups were our 3 other hotel mates. Each
I
group
like
was
it.
sent off in different coach buses, and we would be taken to different attractions throughout D.C., neighboring states, monuments, parks, food stops, museums, and more.
I like it.
After a long weekend of visiting educational sites, our teachers decided to treat us to a colonial ghost tour one night. It was an evening
Ghost
walking
tour?
tour through
The
some
frick,
of
I'm staying
America's
back
historical
in the frickin'
sites,
hotel.
and village cemeteries and old townhomes. I don't remember exactly which city we were in, but I remember the guides telling us that many of the empty homes were preserved due to their historical significance.
Damn.
I've always been scared of most things related to ghosts and such, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
was positive that nothing would happen in our ghost tour.
Are you dumb?
We
It's a
split
ghost
off
tour.
into
What'd you
smaller
expect?
groups of around 10 members each, and were instructed to carry around a camera if we wished. The guide kept telling us not to expect much from the tour, that there would most likely be nothing supernatural during the course of the evening.
That's when they come out.
As we wandered from colonial
Evening.
home to cemetery plot to colonial home, I just took interest in the histories that the guides would share of each home. They would indulge us in the stories of each homeowner, while my friends would snap away at photos, hoping to find a shiny orb. One of my friends, Jessica, that I was sharing a room with during that trip, was not one
Jessica.
of the kids that were constantly taking pictures. She would take a photograph every once in a while, but spent most of the time listening. My group reached a small 2-story home in the middle of the street. The house had an ominous blue hue to the windows, but the house was vacant. I remember being very curious about this home. The tour
Curious.
guide began to tell us a little bit about the house.
Oh,
She had mentioned that the home had originally belonged to a man and his beautiful wife.
that got
He adored
killed.
his wife, and the couple was thrilled to receive news that they would be expecting a child. Unfortunately, the wife had died after giving birth to a baby girl. The man was absolutely devastated and grew to resent his homely daughter. During her childhood, he kept her in the house as much as he could. He reminded her about how homely she looked and could not find her a suitor. Feeling that she had no other purpose, he had his daughter learn how to sew and weave upstairs, using her only good attribute, her hands.
Damn.
After hearing this story, I remember the sorrow that I felt for this girl. She and her father must have lived unhappily in that house until their deaths.
Yeah.
My friend Jessica took a photograph of the house, and we both moved on to the next house.
Whew.
I kept walking until Jessica stopped and became silent, looking down in her digital camera screen.
Oh, frick.
I walked over and scanned the photograph. I saw a gleam coming from the edge of the second floor window on the right. I had her zoom on the scene. After zooming in, you could clearly see 3 figures staring out from the window. On the way right was the translucent outline of a woman. A taller man was standing behind her to the side.
Damn.
And more curiously, there was a third figure. It appeared to be a woman, but she was harder to make out. The body was there for sure, but her skin was not as clear. Jessica and I freaked out. The first woman and man made sense to me.
Bro, turn this away,
man
fam.
and his daughter.
What are you doing?
It was this third dark woman off the side. I raised my hand and had to ask the guide, was
I'm not
there
watching
ever
this.
another person that lived with this family at the house we just looked at? The guide looked surprised at my question and answered, yeah. During the time of their residence, they had a black female servant living with them.
Damn. That is freaking creepy. That is freaking messed up. Heck no. I would never go to a freaking ghost story field trip, bro. Get the heck
Senior
out of
year
here.
of high school. My forensics teacher, Mr. Stevenson, somehow convinced the school to let him take us on a field trip to some abandoned building in the woods that was the site of a major crime scene. I
Why?
think he might have finessed it a bit and made the school think we'd just be studying the perimeter and outside of the building, but we
Must
did
have
much more
finessed
than
it.
that. Mainly, it used to be a drug den. When we got there, I realized how frighteningly tall the building actually was, and its location was just surreal. Surrounded by
Are these
forest
actual
in every
pictures of the
direction.
places? Like,
And the only
all the
road that
places
leads
that's
up
been
to
going?
it is a road you would never think to drive down just because of the grass growing in the street.
Yeah.
Since our current topic at the time of our class was dealing with drugs, Mr. Stevenson led us into the abandoned building.
Okay,
He
drugs,
gave a tour of
okay.
the place as if he'd been there many times before, and he seemed
like
to know quite a
criminology
bit of
stuff like
history
that?
about the building. For example, that the actual original purpose of the building was unknown.
Criminology.
Apparently construction on the higher levels wasn't even finished before the building was abandoned.
Damn.
Its location and size made it ideal for drug deals and other illegal activity to take place, which
Damn.
surprised all of us since there we were, inside of this apparent former drug den for a school field trip. Mr. Stevenson was so laxed about this trip that he didn't even notice when a couple students wandered off to explore on their own.
What?
Maybe he just didn't care.
What type of stupid teacher?
Given that a few other students did it, me and my friend Gianna, or G, decided to go off on our own too. And yes, I'm a guy. I just so happened to have a really close friend that was a girl back in high school.
Okay.
There had to be at least 8
We ain't
floors
judging,
up there.
like, what the fuck?
We saw from the outside the top few floors looked unfinished.
Uh-huh.
I basically forced G to come all the way upstairs
What
with
the
me to the
Whoa, it
top
says
few
help
floors.
me. Do you
Worst
see
came
that? It
to
says
worst,
help
we
me.
wouldn't be able to find the group again. We just returned to the
Damn.
bus right outside. We climbed the stairs, one flight after another.
Oh, no.
It was weird. As we reached the middle floors, the amount of debris and graffiti lessened a bit, but then as we got to the higher floors, there was even more graffiti and litter than the lower floors.
What?
Then things got sketchy. It seemed we were on the second highest floor, and everything on this floor was still just wood foundation.
You should
A lot of it
have
seemed
at
to
least
be rotting.
had a group of
There
3
were
or
a
4
lot of
people.
holes up there. We would have gone up to the last floor, but the stairs had been completely stripped and broken. Basically,
Damn.
there were no stairs to the last floor. There had to be a way up there, though. So we watched our step for weak wood as we navigated the floor. Then, Gianna grabbed my shoulder and stopped me. She pointed up at a hole in the ceiling and said she saw something.
What?
Then there was a ticking noise. Like the kind of ticking noise a person makes when they're calling their cat or something.
Oh, heck
Followed by
no.
that, someone's arm came into view from the hole above us. Just their arm, though. And judging by the position of the arm, whoever's arm it was must have been laying down flat on the floor beside the hole.
Are you sure it's not an
They had a
animal?
long black sleeve on, so the only skin that was visible was their hand. G was scared. I laughed a little at first, but I'm not going to say it wasn't slightly unnerving. Gianna started telling me let's go back down. I started calling up to the person, how do we get up there? They didn't answer. Instead, they just kept making the ticking noise and waving us up.
Damn.
That's when things started getting really creepy. and I agreed with G that we should go back down.
Yeah, go back down.
After I said this, the person pulled their arm out from the hole, and we heard the sound of a shoe quickly scrape the wood foundation above us as the person was clearly getting up.
Damn.
I couldn't see, though. I nudged Gianna to move. I was creeped out and just wanted to get back down.
Oh, no.
As we were about to leave the main open layout room and back into the stairway corridor, there was a crash far behind us.
Damn.
We turned and saw a man on the complete opposite side of the room, facing the wall.
Ooh.
It seemed he just jumped through one of the holes.
Yeah.
He then quickly turned his head to look at us, without moving his body.
Oh,
There was
frick.
something about his face and clothing. He didn't look like the typical urban exploration type. He looked dangerous and unstable. G and I ran for it now, down one flight of stairs at a time.
That's
3
freaking
flights
creepy.
down, I looked up
Tell
the long
the
corridor
freaking
above
police
us
officer.
and saw the man at top looking down at me. I yelled go to Gianna. We kept going down. Like 5 flights later, I looked up again, and there was the man again, looking down at me.
What?
This time he seemed much closer. And I
What?
just realized he'd been chasing us.
He's a freaking
We got to the
vampire.
bottom, and I looked up one more time. And I didn't see him this time.
Oh, yeah.
We
He
heard the
gone.
voice of Mr. Stevenson nearby. And I kind of started to laugh about what just happened. Not exactly
You're
because I found
crazy.
it funny, but because I was just happy that we made it back safely. She was not laughing, though. She was
Oh,
genuinely
obviously.
disturbed.
Why would you
We
laugh in a
found
situation
Mr.
like that?
Stevenson, who asked where we were, and we told the truth about what just happened. He was pretty mad at us, but given what we just told him, he also advised we should leave the building. The other kids who wandered off had returned, and when we got to the bus, Mr. Stevenson did a head count like 3 times. Overall, the trip wasn't a failure for the rest. The other kids did learn things about the building and drugs, but for my friend Gianna and I, really, it was the most horrific thing we ever went through.
Damn. Heck no. Oh my gosh. I would never go to a freaking building. Why would I even wander off? Heck no. If it's me and a girl, I'm like, hello? Yes, you, the person that's in class with me, I don't really know you, but would you like to come with us? Because I'm not trying to be with this girl all alone. And I'm dark skinned. So you know we're the ones that die first. Like what the frick? Like heck no to that. But smash that like button, comment down below, guys, your opinions about this. What do you guys feel about this? Man, that is creepy, bro. I cannot deal with stuff like that, bro. I cannot deal with nonsense like that. That deals with like anything that has to do with like field trips, bro. Like that's why you stay with the group. All 3 of these cases, none of them was with their group. None of them was with the teacher. Like, what do you expect? But comment down below your opinions. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And yo, bro, I'm done. Peace.